Hey, it's Gary Carpenter, and thank you for joining me today. Um, this is kind of this is not a new practice. Pre-listing packets, sending to sellers and buyers. This video specifically is the process of how we send the pre-listing packet to our sellers. So back in the olden days, we used to use hand delivery. We used to use courier services and stuff like that. Now, for the most part, we use email. So, so again, the first, obviously, the first couple steps that you're doing, you're having a conversation, you're locking down the appointment, and you can actually go watch a video that's called the One Stop Listing Appointment, which if you watch that and you're a two stopper, you're still going to get something from that video, but it is specifically geared towards the steps and the ingredients of how to make a listing appointment a one-stop gettable appointment. Okay, and so typically what we like to do is schedule the appointment, and then before we actually go over to the house, we're pre-selling this before we go over, that we're going to send them an email. So please be looking for the email, and we also have a CRM that when we send this email, that it also tracks whether or not they opened it. So the idea is to sell the email before it actually goes to them. So they're looking forward to getting it. And if it goes into spam or whatever the case may be, you want to make sure. So in regards to the email itself, this is what the email looks like. It's basically, talking about some key ingredients that are in this. Number one is that obviously we're introducing ourselves and the date and the time we're coming over to the house. And that if anything, an emergency, right? So, what's an emergency? I don't know, what a lot of people define emergencies different than maybe some other people, but if it's an emergency happens to come up, please call us as soon as possible and we can reschedule the appointment, not cancel it. We want to reschedule that. And then in the email text, we have included the property disclosure statement. And also, you could send the purchase, not the purchase, the listing agreement for their review. But the key point is proper disclosure, at least here in the state of Nebraska, they have to fill out a 3 to 4 page proper disclosure statement. Real estate agents can't help them fill that out. If you go over to the house, okay, and they're filling that, and you're going to fill that out with them, that's a good 15, sometimes even a 30-minute process of filling out that proper disclosure statement. Okay. So, what you want to do, the idea of this is to get some of that work out of the way before you show up to the house. So, you're going to attach in an email the proper disclosure statement, let them fill that out. If they have any additional questions, you can answer those questions when you go over to the home and you go to the listing appointment. Um, and then you also want to make sure that you ask them to make a key for the front door, because you're going to need one anyway for the lockbox. Okay. So now that paragraph itself, that's kind of a pre-close. Okay. So if you show up to the house and they hand you, here's the proper disclosure statement. First of all, that saved you 30 minutes. You may just have to review it with them. Okay. And they hand you a key. Okay. So that's almost a shoe in that you are going to get that listing. Now, also, too, if you are going in competition with anybody, this will blow the competition out of water if you do just this one thing. So we send the email. We're pre-selling it before we put the email together. We send it. Attached to the email is our pre-listing packet, which I'll go through here in just a second. And then the proper disclosure statement, maybe a listing agreement for them to review. And then you're asking for keys, and asking that if an emergency should happen to come up, that you're going to reschedule. And then you're reminding them of the dates and times. And then even that day, that morning, I'm sending a text message out reminding them that I'll be there at, that Linda and I will be there at a certain time. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, that most, I'm going to say 99.9% of most real estate agents do not do any of what I just described in this so far 5.5 minute video. The other thing that we're sending them, and this is going to take some work if you don't have this already put together, is testimonials, what people are saying. We have video testimonials. We have SoundCloud testimonials, interviews that we've had with clients. We have actual reviews on our Zillow page. So my suggestion is just having a good practice of getting testimonials from your clients. And obviously now we're adding social media with Facebook and Instagram and, LinkedIn and all that type of stuff. If you can get reviews on those are awesome. But this is pre-selling you before you actually go on the appointment. So let's jump into the actual pre-listing packet. So I'm not going to read each page to you, but I'll go through it with you. So again, thanking them for contacting us in regards to the listing their property. And this book is just basically an outline. So what they should be doing prior to the appointment, or what we're going to be doing prior to the appointment, we're going to go to the county assessor website to establish assessed value. We're going to search the MLS to do comparison properties. So we're going to do a CMA. We're going to run property history search to evaluate the fluidity of the property and the pricing trends. It's just, ooh. And for the most part, my wife uses this as her listing presentation, right? When she goes and talks to sellers. So at our appointment, just some bullet points of the things that we're going to cover. And just if I forget this, if you want this pre-listing packet, just shoot me a text message, give me a call. I go over this with all my coaching clients. This is one of the things that we cover as far as just a good, solid listing presentation. And that starts before you're actually on the listing presentation with the one-stop ingredients of being able to set yourself up for a good listing presentation. Make sure you got all the information that you're going to need for that listing presentation. And then also selling yourself before you actually go over, which is this booklet and the email and the testimony on the review page. So this just kind of goes, listing your home. As much as we like to tell you exactly what your home will sell for, the market will determine that. Again, that's setting them up, that we're not actually going to give them a price. The market comes up with the price. And then just some ingredients on how to, we're going to be staging the homes, all that type of stuff. So getting ready, complete the homework checklist, make any and all repairs needed in order to be productive, start packing. You'll need to be to provide an extra key to be placed in the electronic lockbox. Again, pre-sell, pre-sell, pre-sell. Once your home is ready for the market, we will have professional pictures taken to highlight your home's best features. And believe it or not, there are still real estate agents out there that do their own photos. They're that cheap that they're taking their own photos with their iPhone. Okay, that's better than probably not having any photos. But again, if you're treating your business like a professional business, you should have a professional person that's actually taking photos and shooting videos for you. So, and then again, just a snapshot of 90% of all home buyers use the internet when searching for a home. Again, just prepping them for what our marketing is going to be geared towards, which is online. And this goes hand in hand with the listing presentation that we've created. It becomes everybody's job to keep the house spotless, even Fido, talking about pets, cats. It is our job to protect your investment. When the purchase agreement is received, we will scrutinize before presenting. So this is talking about once we do get an offer on the house, how we're going to negotiate that deal. We're talking about title searches and clouds on titles and all that type of stuff. And then what you can also expect is qualified referrals, which we have a ton of referrals that people can use. And we actually even have a website with all of our affiliate members on it for them to be able to go to. Professional showing service is what we use, agent tour, and then Sunday open houses, right? Just some communication. Again, that's cool. That's cool. Is it cool? Yes, that's cool to have a communication program. And it's very important to talk about how they want to communicate, phone, text, or email. Coordination. Again, this is where we make our money as a real estate agent, is coordinating the timing and everything of all the, lenders, title, everything, and coordinating all the way up till closing. And then obviously being able to enjoy the process, and then we're going to ask for referrals before we actually deserve to get a referral, because we want them to be open-minded about referring us during this process. Okay. So every day, the MRG Realty Group is helping families who are growing, downsizing, relocating, blah, 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 blah. Our service does not stop on the closing day. Please consider us your trusted real estate advisor, as we can help you with anything in real estate related. So again, we're pre-selling a lot of stuff here in the pre-listing packet. Okay. And the idea is, that they look at this prior to us showing up. So it's selling you before. Will set you apart in your marketplace, any agents that you're going up against, and it will make you look really, really good either way, in competition, not in competition, in getting future referrals from these people. So as always, thank you for taking the time to watching this video. If you need anything at all, please feel free to reach out to me at 402-680-7000. If you are watching this video, you're not in our coaching program, we would love to have a conversation with you. We do a free blueprint call, which is really just taking your business and seeing, where you're at with your business, where you want to go, and then maybe some systems and ideas of being able to take that business to the next level. So I think that's it. And thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you soon.